Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really does mean a lot that you have. So this week, I don't know how it's going to go. We're going to do the weekly Shop My Stash now. I just need to show you a few products that have come in that I want to pull for this week's Shop My Stash. But I have got an infection in this eye here. Don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it's especially around this area here. It's all red. And then I woke up and it was all like crusty and disgusting and horrible. So I'm going to be going to the pharmacy soon. I'm going to be hopefully getting some antibiotic eye drops. It feels like somebody has just come along and punched me in the eye. And then obviously you've got the bloodshot eye and the kind of like pus seeping out of it. I know it's kind of gross, but I just thought I would let you know. Now if that happens and I can't wear makeup all week, we'll just leave it in for another rotation. So we're going to be pulling some of the best of the best. I don't know if they're the best of the best actually, but I have got a lot of new products, and there are a few here that I do want to try. Right, so let's go into this one. Now I thought this one would be bigger when I saw it on the Revolution website. So these are all like Revolution products. So I thought this one was going to be bigger. Look how tiny it is, guys. So it's the Sunshine Makes Me Happy palette. You get 9 times 0.013 ounces or US 0.38 grams. Again, they don't come with names, just numbers. I mean, I do like how dinky it is. It's so travel friendly. It has a little mirror where I can see my horrible infected eye. Thing is, it doesn't look as bad as it did this morning. It looked really bad this morning. So these are the eyeshadows, guys. I'm not going to be able to wear eyeshadow anyway until the infection goes away. I don't know what caused the infection. I was using, I'll show you now. So I was using this palette here. And this is slightly inexpensive. It's like £2 from the drugstore, and I did use this yellow on the lash line. And this eye watered as well, so both eyes are watering, but this one is the one that got gungy. So it could be this palette that's done it. Something's done it. I can't tolerate something. So I need to kind of clean this up a little bit before I use it again. I need to sanitize it, so let's pop that on the bed, so that will remind me to do that. So yeah, I got this one, the Sunshine Makes Me Happy. Sunshine doesn't make me happy. It makes me think, oh gosh, I've got to go out in that, like rain does. So we got that. Let's show you this one. And then I've seen these products for so long on the Revolution website. The Revolution Pro Ultimate Eye Look palette. This one is in Ocean Treasure. So it just looks like that. It is super beautiful. And they've got quite a few of them, but the only other one I'm interested in is the Rose Quartz one, which I'll probably get next time. Doesn't smell very nice. It just says Revolution Pro Ultimate Eye Look Palette, a combination of complementing shadows in a jewel encrusted palette, and it's in the shade Ocean Treasure. Look at that packaging, guys. It is so blingy, but the eyeshadows inside, they're not normally me normally. They're just so cool toned, but look at that. I've been trying to go out of my comfort zone a little bit. This looks absolutely beautiful. Shall we swatch some? So we've got kind of like a highlight shade there, which is that white one. Then we've got this really nice light blue. That's matte. Then we've got this silver. Ooh. And then we've got this blue sparkly one, which is, I would say, a satin. Oh, that's pretty. So you can't really see the highlight shade, but that's all the other shades. Look how pretty that is, guys. That is super pretty. That would be amazing all over the lid, and maybe that as a crease shade, and then I don't know, that might work as an inner corner highlight. But yeah, I can't wait to use that. It's just such a shame about this infection. Hopefully when I've used drops for a few days though, it will go away. And then the last thing I got today was this one. So this was on sale, and it's the Revolution Renaissance Illuminate Radiant in Rose. And when I saw this on the website, it had gone down to £4. I think it was about £8 originally. And I thought, well, I'll have some of that. So I ordered it, and he said it was out of stock, and then he said I could have it, so I didn't know whether I was gonna get it today. I'm really pleased to have it in the collection. I didn't know whether I would be keeping it or whether I would be putting it in the 500 subscribers giveaway when we actually make it to 500 subscribers as a channel. I feel like it's really close. More people have been coming to the channel and there's been more growth, so I feel like we're nearly there. So yeah, I would really like to thank you all for supporting this little channel and myself, and it's really great to be communicating with you all. So Radiant in Rose, I'm going to keep it. I might just order a new one when I do the giveaway, or see what other sales are on. What I like about this is they do a pouch. I've never known Revolution to do a pouch, so it comes in a gorgeous little pouch, you know, like the Dior ones do. So that is really impressive. And then this is what it looks like. So it's shiny on this side. It just says Revolution, Makeup Revolution London, and then on the back it's kind of reminiscent of the eyeshadow palettes that they do. So it's shiny on one side and then matte on the other side. Do you know, like the Soph Just Nails eyeshadow palettes that they did? It's reminiscent of that packaging, so it must just be general packaging for Revolution. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Real pretty. It's really hard to get into. Oh, okay. It's got a really nice mirror, and then these are the highlighters. So I had a look at it briefly before. So this is a really nice like iced highlighter, and then these are the pink ones. You could mix them. Let's try mixing them and see what shade you get. So that's the shade you get when they're mixed. I don't know where I'm going to put it. That there. And then we'll do a swatch of the one on by itself. Then that's the white one by itself. So that's that. The battery's flashing, so we're going to have to change it before we start doing these Shop My Stash. Let's put this away. Then I picked up a few things actually in store in Superdrug. And these are just a couple of the Revolution products I want to show again. So we've got the Revolution Glow Dream Beam Face and Body Illuminating Primer, and I've used this once. It comes in a nice packaging like this. I've used it once and I really did enjoy it. Really reminiscent of the Charlotte Tilbury packaging, isn't it? It comes with a little nozzle there, and then this bit's pink. It is like it's a pink, and it's kind of got like a lilac going through it, but it does Oh, the best thing about it is it smells of coconuts. But it does look super glowy on the skin, so if you like dewy skin like I do, this is a really good one. I will be doing a get ready with me using Shop My Stash products, especially as they're new as well. I have done one when I bought the new products because I got some elf products as well, so look out for that, that's coming soon. And the last thing I actually bought, I've not done any swatches on it yet, it's the I Heart Revolution Peanut Butter Cup. How cute is that packaging though, guys? And this palette I've wanted for a while, but I just didn't know whether to get it. So this looks like that, really really pretty, does remind me of peanut butter. And then this is what it looks like. I've not used any of the eyeshadows yet, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to pull this week, and I'm going to concentrate on the two smaller palettes. It looks really nice, this palette, but it's got a lot of cool toned eyeshadows in it as well as warm toned eyeshadows. So I don't know really if it's going to be for me, but we're going to be using it. If I don't like the cool tones, then we'll just stick to the warm tones. I mean, it looks like it could be a good palette. But yeah, I do want to try the other smaller eyeshadow palettes, the Sunshine Makes Me Happy and the Ocean Treasure, and then probably next week we'll pull this one out. But it also depends on my eye. It also depends on, you know, how quick that heals. So that's everything there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into my everyday makeup drawer. I'm going to get a new battery, otherwise it's just going to go midway, and then we'll go through my collection and pull some new products. Right, so we're in my everyday makeup drawer. Right, let's talk primers. So I have been using this a hell of a lot more because obviously it's expensive and I wanted to get my use out of it. I've used it for 2 weeks. I will be bringing you a review on this separately, otherwise this video is going to be extremely long. So let's put that back in the collection. Let's put this back in the collection. It's the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Foundation with an SPF of 15 in the shade Porcelain. So I have only used this a couple of times as well. I took a nasty fall. If you're not already aware of that, I will leave the story time of how I was treated at A&E when I got there. It's quite appalling, so yeah, I'll leave that in the cards so you can go and check that out. So that can go back. Right, so we'll put the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder back as well, because there is a different powder that I want to use for this week. The Laura Mercier I might keep out. There's not that much left. Yeah, let's keep this one out. I don't know why this one was in. This one has been 2 weeks on the go now. I've used it once this week, so that can go back. The MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder is Project Pan, so that can stay in. I've actually put this lip oil, this orange lip oil, into this drawer now, and it reminds me of like when I'm going into my makeup drawer to put some on. So let's pop some on because my lips are really really dry today. Well, they've been really dry every day, to be honest. Don't really like oranges, but you get used to this scent, and it is a good lip oil. So I do want to get another one of them next time I go into town. We do have this Rimmel BB cream. It's in the shade Very Light and it's a 9-in-1. I didn't use that at all, so I need to start using that. I don't know what this is doing in here. I think it's in here from the last time I did an eye look and I didn't use my NYX base, so I'm going to put that back in with concealers. It's just the Revolution Conceal and Define. Right, so bronzers. We've got the Natural Collection Matte Bronzer in the shade Sunshine. That can go back, use that. These ones are Project Pan, so we've got the Too Faced Love Hangover in Love Flush, and so then we've got the NARS Orgasm, and I use them in conjunction with one another. The highlighter, I'm sad to say that this will be going back this week. I absolutely adore this highlight. It's like the Ofra Madison Miller one. I adore that one as well, and that went back last week. So this is the Doll Light Like a Diamond. I've shown it so many times since I bought it, but that's the outer packaging, which is so cute. And then this is what the highlight looks like. I'm going to put it back for now because we've just got that Revolution one and I'd like to try that out. So that one can go back. And is there anything else? These eyeshadows here I need to try, so they need to stay in. Let's move the headbands and see if there's anything else that can go back. Right, so this is the NYX base I was talking about. I just want to work on using it up. There's a ton left, so it's in an unofficial project pan. I think what I'm going to do is, I keep saying there is some brow products in here that I just don't want anymore. I'm going to go through that with you now and just declutter them. So these for sure are staying. So we've got the Makeup Gallery Slay the Brow from Poundland, really like that. And then we've also got the Natural Collection Tinted Brow Gel. I'm going to keep them. Also, I'm keeping the Revolution brow pencil. There's not much left on that. This is one of the first ones that we're going to be decluttering. So it's the Ardell Brow Building Fibre Gel. And Ardell is a really good brand. It's just the wrong shade for me, guys. If I'm being too honest, it's just too light. So that's that. This one we can put in empties. It's the Sport FX Definition Duo eyeliner pencil. It's got the eyeliner on it, but the brow one has completely been used up, so that can go in empties. This one is my Primark brow pencil. Absolutely love that one, so that's going nowhere. Right, this MUA one I really don't like. It's a brow definer eyebrow pencil. So on one side you've obviously got the brow, but it's really stiff and hard, so I don't really like that. And then on the other section you've got one of those blending brushes, so that can be decluttered. I don't know if I'm going to declutter this at some point. It's a Ted Baker brow pencil, but I need to try it first. Yeah, let's declutter it. It's really hard. I'm not going to like that. Also, we're going to be decluttering this. This is the Technique Brow Gel. Really don't like it. It's got a thick spoolie on it and it's really clumpy. I don't know if you can see that there on the wand. I think this is it, guys. I think I like the Model Launcher one. No, the Model Launcher one is going as well. So that's the Model Launcher. So that can go. And then that definitely is it. Oh, and this one can go in empties as well, the e.l.f. one. I really do like that. I need to pick up another one of them. And then all we've got for eye pencils, so we've got the Revolution one, then we've got the eyebrow gels, and then I've got a Primark one. Once they're used, all I've got is this. So this is a Smashbox eyeshadow that I got quite a while back, and it comes like with these kind of like not brow products, but for me they will be brow products. So you've got like 2 powders, and that would be good for like a highlight, for a brow bone highlight. So I'm going to be using that soon. I won't be getting any more brow pencils until I've used everything. And then I'll probably start buying brow pencils. So what we throwing out to, not throwing out, decluttering, 3, 4, 5. Right, so 5 products I just really don't like, so they're being decluttered. I've got no one to give them to, and some of them are old, so they'll have to go in the bin. These are empties, these two, so they'll go in my empties bag, and we'll talk about them at the end of the year. It looks a lot better there now. We've also got some moisturising primer here. This is just going to stay in because I'm working on panning that. And I did have my my Sephora base as well, which isn't there. I don't know where that is, but I'm sure I'll find it. For foundations, last week I was using the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup in the shade 10 Fresh Ivory. It is far too dark. You can see it's too dark for me, but I was using it with this CoverGirl True Blend, and we're nearly out of that. So I think I might just continue to use it for another week and see how far we can get with it, or at least another rotation. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to use makeup this coming week, but we're definitely going to do the Shop My Stash. It's no big deal if we can't wear makeup. We can wear makeup the following week. Just depends on when this infection goes. And I'll still be making videos. What type of videos, I don't know, but I will still be making them. And I've still got loads of videos on the channel anyway, so it's not like I'm going to be going off YouTube for a week. So guys, this is the drawer. Right, let's go in where I keep my palettes. Right guys, so top drawer. Right, okay. So I really thought I would be decluttering this for sure. I absolutely really like it. I don't like that as a blush. I will be 100% honest. It's called Adorable, and it is really similar to Sagittarius. So I kind of go in with that and use it as a like crease shade, and then go over and like put that in the V. And then I use Sagittarius all over the eyelid. And then I really like this Pinot Grigio highlighter. So it's definitely going to be staying in the collection, which I'm really surprised at, to be honest. So I'm just going to put that on the vanity, and then we'll be putting that back soon. So this Revolution coffee palette, I have had so much fun with it, guys. Over the last 5 days I've done quite a few looks. I'm going to put them on the channel so you can go and check them out. It's such a beautiful palette, completely reminiscent of the Huda Beauty £9 palettes that came out, you know, the light, medium and deep. In this whole entire palette are shades from all of those £9 palettes, so I just think it's really beautiful. I definitely want the Huda Light though. That's the only one that I've ever actually been drawn to, so I definitely want that, and I want to be able to do a comparison for you. I don't know when I'm going to get it. It might be a case of me putting it on a wish list for Christmas, or I could get it before that and do it, but for now we've used this enough. 5 times, 5 looks. That's on the channel now. All 5 looks are on the channel, so why not go and check them out? So that's going back, and it's going nowhere. Right, so then we've got this one, the Well Done Andrea, trashing everything. Right, so then we've got the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous palette. I absolutely love it, guys, but I've not used it, so I'm gonna keep it in. I might not get around to using it this time because the Sunshine Makes Me Smile palette is very kind of like reminiscent. It has a lot of yellow gold tones in it, so I might not get use out of this one as well. But yeah, that's that. And then the last one in here is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Not used it in such a long time, so I definitely need to get use out of that. Right, then we have the Too Faced bronzer. This is going back this week. It's been out 2 weeks. It's the Too Faced Bronze Peach in Toasted Peach. Really, really love this, and it smells so good. It's like every time I use it, I'm like, yum, it smells so nice. Then we have this palette that my sister got me in February for my birthday. It's the PS Beauty Summer Stern Face Palette. I absolutely love it, guys. I think I'll be doing a favourites this month for sure, and this one will feature in it, so I don't want to talk too much about it here. But yeah, that's that. Then we've got the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. I've just done a project pan update for June, so I'm going to link that in the video somewhere as well. We've got the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Bronzer. I think I'll put that back and pull one of my Revolution palettes, because my Revolution palettes do the same thing this does. This is better, I will give it that. It just gives it a really nice kind of matte glowy finish, and my Revolution does it as well. I can actually see the little, it's like I'm hitting pan there already. I do want to get another one of these, probably in the next couple of months. Right, what do I want to do with this? I think I want to keep it out. I used it, but I've only used it, did I use it once or twice? I think twice. So it is a beautiful palette. The formula isn't there. I will say that. Well, it's there, but like when you compare it to the Madison Miller Moondance shade, the formula on the Madison Miller one is so much better. So it looks like that. You get all 5 iconic highlights, which is really nice if you don't have any of them. So I've used Blissful, and I used, I think, Pillow Talk and Rodeo Drive and mix them. I think I'm going to keep it in for another week. And I think these are just project, yeah, these are just project pans. So that's that, that's everything. So now we're going to go into my collection and pick out some products for the upcoming week. Okay guys, I've got to be honest, I really don't have a clue what I'm picking. I know the new products I'm picking, but like on the older products, I don't know what to choose. Right, so let's go in with primers. So we're going to choose this. I'll put everything back in the drawer. So it's the Dream Beam, let's start again. Beam Dream Glow Primer. So we're going to choose that. No, nothing else for primers. Just looking at foundations. I think I'm going to try this with that lighter foundation that I've got out. So the Rimmel Wake Me Up is far too dark as well. This is a lighter shade, I believe, in Ivory. So normally, like with foundations with myself, I'm between Ivory and Porcelain. This is far too yellow tone for me, but if I mix it, it might work. So I'm just going to keep that as another foundation and just try it out. Like the rest, I've only got 3 foundations in here that I can actually use. One's like for when I fake tan. Got more primers than I do foundations, and that is hilarious, guys, because I'm normally pretty stocked up with foundations. Right, so what I'm going to be doing, I think, is pulling this e.l.f. Sheer Tint finishing powder out to use, obviously, as a finishing powder. No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm not pulling any of these compacts. I've just used that. Right, so I did get this one. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I have actually done a look with this. This one is a light version, and I heard so many good reviews on it. I had to try it. So yeah, let's put that to the test for the week. What I'm going to have to do is put this here. Right, and then I wanted to use one of those Revolution palettes. Which one shall we use? This one hasn't had as much use. Let's use Beyond Radiance, so we'll use that. I don't know with bronzers whether to use a bronzer or whether to pull from a face palette. I feel like I've not used this in a hot second. So this one is the I Heart Revolution Bronze and Glow. Yeah, let's use this one. Also, let's pull this one, since we're using quite a lot of Revolution products. The only thing I don't have is a foundation. Maybe I could pick one up. So this is the I Heart Revolution Rose Gold Glow. This knocks some of my higher end highlighters out of the water, guys. I mean, look at that. Look how pigmented it is. I actually prefer this to the Pixie one that I have. The Delicate Duo, I actually prefer that one. Right, so I'm not really going to need any illuminating products because I want to test that Revolution highlighter. Right, so I don't know where that cut off. So basically I was saying I might not need to pull anything out of this strobing tray here. But then I thought, well, I might not always want to use the Revolution primer. So I'm going to be pulling this Sleek Berkist Illuminator. So if I want to use the Nivea Hydrating Primer, I can use this with it as well. So that's that. And I think that's it from this first drawer. All we have in here are primers, foundations, powders, like bronzers, face palettes, and like contour palettes at the back there. So we don't have an awful lot there. Next drawer down. Right, so I'm just trying to establish, do I want to pull a face palette? Actually, we've just pulled a bronzer and highlighter. No, so we don't want to pull a face palette. We just need blushes then. I know I've got a couple, but we need to be putting some of the others through the test. My only problem is I don't know which ones I want to use. Right, we'll test this again. It's a really, really old blush by Revolution. It's in the shade Trait. So, see if we can declutter that one. You know, there's loads of blushes in here and I feel like I've got no blushes. Right, let's try this Christian Dior one and see what I think of that. So it's the, I think, Dior Glow. Yeah, Rosy Glow. So that one that looks like that. Right, and something else that we'll pull in. I've just put this in that little section there so I knew to get it. So it's the Revolution Renaissance Illuminating Radiating Rose palette with the 3 different highlights on it. I did show it you before, so I'm not going to reopen it. So we'll pull that. And that's it. Right, so now we're going to the palette drawers. So right, we're in the eyeshadow palette drawers. So these are like all my bigger eyeshadow palette drawers, and then we've got, like, in my acrylics up at the top, we've got the smaller ones. And although I'm being drawn to a deck of Scarlets, I just don't think I'm going to be able to use it. One, I've got the eye infection, and two, there's a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I want to use. Let's pull one in case I can use it. So this one is next up. I really didn't like this. I didn't like the way they did it. I put in a major complaint with Deck of Scarlet. I'll show you. Right, so it's come like this. So if we start, you've got powders that are mixing with lip creams, and normally like they kind of like partition it off here, which they didn't do. And they told me that the reason that had happened is because somebody else had done their packaging, so it was probably formulated somewhere else as well. I've kept it because I really like this bronzer. I like the gold shade there. I don't know if I like the purple, so I want to try that, and I really like the cream shade. So I'll be testing these products here and just seeing if I want to keep or declutter. So yeah, we'll take that. And that is definitely it out of that drawer, and I don't think we're taking anything from the bottom drawer. Whoops. No, we're not taking anything from there. Right, and then I'm gonna bring you up to the acrylic. Okay, so these are my like little eyeshadow drawers. They're getting quite full, guys. So I put the newer palettes in here. So makeup obsession. Sunshine makes me happy. I can't wait to use this. I would be using it now if it wasn't for the fact that I've got this dodgy eye. And then Revolution Pro Ultimate Eye Look Palette. This is such a beauty. I can't wait to get more. But yeah, it really is pretty. So that's those two. Which really there isn't a lot of eyeshadows. Like there's 9 eyeshadows in here. So I potentially could do 3 looks with it over 3 days. And then obviously do 1 look with that. So that's 4 looks. And then we've got the Jaclyn Hill. Yeah, there'll be enough to get a week's worth out. I'm just going to put these in now. So there should be enough to get a week's worth of makeup looks out. If not, I might go back to using something older. Like, I've been debating whether to do a look with this. So it's the Huda Electric. I absolutely love it, but I've not tried the mattes. So I definitely want to try this a lot more. And maybe do a couple of looks with that as well. So we have got options. I'm just trying not to pull so much. So let's go over to the drawers and start putting things away. Right, so we're back where we started in the everyday makeup drawer. So yeah, let's just start putting things away. It is raining cats and dogs out there. So that doesn't look too good. I've got to go to my mum's soon. Most of these are going to go in where I keep all my palettes. Right, I think that's everything for this drawer. So let's get started. Right, so that didn't take long, did it not? So this is everything that's in my everyday makeup drawer. We're going to go over to my acrylics and start putting things back there. If everything doesn't fit in there, then we will put things in here. I'm going to put this Dior blush in here though, because it will actually fit in here. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's start putting things away. Like I said, I've already put the palettes. So what we're working with this week are the Too Faced chocolate bar. I don't expect to get to that. The Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous. The Sunshine Makes Me Happy. And the Revolution Pro Ultimate Eye Look palette, which is in the shade Ocean Treasure. So this is everything that I'm working with. And then on top, we've got the Lick and Lash Beauty. Can you see? Probably not. On top of this acrylic unit, we've got the Lick and Lash Beauty palette there and the Urban Decay Smoked palette. I've just done another look with the Urban Decay Smoked not so long ago, so that'll be going on the channel soon. So let's bring these, let's bring all this over here. All my receipts are in here as well. Alright, and we've also got the Deck of Scarlet as well. So this needs to go here. I'll just put it on top of the Jaclyn Hill. Right, so palettes. These are all palettes that we've got for the actual next drawer down. Let's put the Revolution Beyond Radiance in first. Right, so yeah, everything's in for the upcoming week. I'll let you know next week. Next week we'll be doing the Shop My Stash on Monday, as we always do. Today's Tuesday. Hopefully I'll get it up today. So yeah, I'll let you know how I got on with applying the products and whatnot. Hopefully I'll be able to do a get ready with me using Shop My Stash products by the weekend. If I can't, then I can't do it, you know. I'm not going to put makeup on and have my eye even more irritated than it already is. So I'm going to be going to the pharmacy soon to get some eye drops, and hopefully that will settle any infection that's there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this Shop My Stash. I really do appreciate your time, your support. It means the absolute world to me. If you've not already subscribed, please think about subscribing. That would also mean a great deal to me. Please like, share and comment, because that also helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.